And later we can see in Srimad Bhagavatam 3rd canto how these four Kumaras, they went to the Lord Sankarshana and they received knowledge from the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the form of Sankarshan also. They actually heard Srimad Bhagavatam there. They received this knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam from Lord Sankarshan. So from Brahmavadis, they became completely attached to the personal form of the Lord. So much so that, along with Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, they became the founders of Vaishnava Sampradaya, one of the Vaishnava Sampradaya, which is popularly known as Kumar Sampradaya, which actually emphasizes the worship of Radha and Krishna in a Swakiya mood, not in a Parakiya mood. They worship the Supreme Lord Radha and Krishna in a married, they are married. In that mood, they actually worship Radha and Krishna, Swakiya mood. And we can also see four Kumaras receiving the knowledge from Hamsa Avatar, the swan incarnation, which is mentioned in the 11th canto. The actual yoga system as taught by my devotees, that is headed by Shaunak Kumar, is simply this. Krishna is telling this to Uddhava. Having withdrawn the mind from all the objects, one should directly and appropriately absorb it to me. So what is this knowledge that was given to these four Kumaras? Get detached from the material aspects of life, get attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is a twofold process. Detachment from matter and attachment to Krishna. So four things were taught by the Hamsa Avatar, the swan incarnation, to four Kumaras: absolute truth, consciousness, wisdom, and spirituality. So that was the essence of what they received this knowledge from Hamsa Avataras. And so as I was mentioning about this Kumar Sampradaya, so in Kali Yuga, the Nimbark Acharya, he is the main Acharya for this Sampradaya. I will speak something about it, just maybe 2 more minutes. So Nimbark Acharya, he was a prolific scholar, he was a great devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he appeared in 11th century and he propagated this devotion unto the Supreme Lord. So one time he defeated a Jain Pandit who came to have an argument with him. And so he said, I will stay here only till sunset and after that I will go away from him. So by the time the whole debate went completed, and at the end Nimbark Acharya, he became victorious. And it was sunset. And this Jain Pandit, he said, now, thank you so much. I got a lot of good knowledge from you, but I will leave now. So then Nimbark Acharya was thinking, my guest has come and he has not honored anything. So let me feed him something. So he was keen as a proper host, he wanted to feed him. But it was already sunset. So by the dint of his devotion, by his power of bhakti, he actually made the sun appeared. He was sitting under a Nimba tree, and then in between the Nimba tree, he made the sun also appear. And it became it was not sunset in that sense. So then he requested his guest, that Jain Pandit, to actually honor that prasadam, and he became very happy. So from that point of time, Nimbark Acharya was known by this name, Nimbarka. Arka means sun god. So because he was sitting under the Nimba tree and he made appear this sun, so he got this name. Another name is Nimbaditya. Nimbaditya is also one more name for Nimbark Acharya. So one day, along with the Brahmanas, he was actually worshipping Lord Shiva. He was offering bale leaves. So he was worshipping Lord Shiva with such devotion. Lord Shiva became very pleased and he appeared to Nimbark Acharya. And he told him, you should go to a place in Vrindavan. There is a forest there. And you go there and you worship, you pray, you meditate on the four Kumaras. And they will actually give you proper knowledge. So following the instructions of Lord Shiva, he goes to that place and then he starts offering prayers to the four Kumaras. And the four Kumaras, being pleased by their prayers, they appear in front of Nimbark Acharya and they blesses him with the knowledge, what Krishna is speaking about in this verse, what we are discussing. So that is how he was initiated into this sampradaya by 4 Kumaras, and that is why this is called as Kumara Sampradaya.